Hello, Dolphin families. Welcome to another edition of Bedtime Stories with
Our Mom!
also known as Mrs. Moodry. And I have my family here with me today, my children, because the month of November we celebrate Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is all about love and family and traditions. And I wanted to bring my crazy family in here into this story to share with you. Over here I have Madeline, who is a fourth grader, and Madeline's twin Ev, who's also a fourth grader, is right here. You may recognize Ev from an earlier bedtime story. And then my oldest, Caroline, she's here to join us for the story as well. And Caroline's in 8th grade over at Marine View. So our story this week is a special story. It's called A Family Like Ours. And guys, I don't think you know this, but this book is written by somebody that Mom knows.
Really?
Yep. Dr. Alice Lee, who is our Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, she is a co-author of this book.
I know her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've met her before.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember.
You don't remember. That's okay. But let's dive in and take a look at A Family Like Ours. A Family Like Ours, written by Frank Murphy and Dr. Alice Lee. There are so many families in the world. Your family, their family, her family, his family, our family. A place to learn and build traditions, to share hopes and memories, to love. Each one is different from the next, but we all need family. Families give us a place to live, a place to grow, a place with strong roots for reaching branches and colorful blooms. Because we are braver together. Many families have moms and dads and kids. They're filled with cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, and grandparents. Do you know a family with a great-grandparent? What about a family with a second cousin twice removed? Families can be big and they can be small. Some families all look just like one another. And some families are like a rainbow. That's just like our world. Some families are adopted. You might be adopted. Or you might adopt a family to call your own, because we are better together. Your family might be right down the street or miles and miles away, but close to your heart. It might take a plane, a boat, or a train to reach them. But family is family, no matter the distance. They hold a piece of you within them. And they are a part of your past, your present, and your future. All families grow and change. They come together, they expand, they shrink. Some break apart, and hopefully eventually mend and grow stronger in new ways. Because we are made to be together. As you grow and grow, you'll find and create families to call your own. Some only last a school year. Some only last a season. These kinds of families live on in your memories, but a few will last your whole lifetime. Families give us a place to learn and practice and grow, to learn to disagree, to practice I'm sorry and I love you, to grow into who you're meant to be, because we are safe together. A family like yours might be different from a family like theirs, but all families have histories and stories. Ask them about their family and learn where they came from. Tell your own family stories. Hearing about each other's families brings us closer together and makes us realize our families are much more alike than they are different, because we are stronger together. Families grow together by the memories we create, the traditions we share, the hopes we have, and the love we show. Brave, strong, safe, together. Your family, their family, his family, her family, our family. And that, Dolphin families, is a family like ours. And one of the reasons I love this book is because it talks about all different kinds of families. Growing up, I grew up in a household where my grandma and grandpa lived with us. So it was my mom and dad, my sister, and my grandparents. But also this book talks about love and traditions as well, because that's what families make. So I wanted to invite my kids to talk about some of their favorite traditions. Ev, what's yours?
Our dad makes pancakes on Thanksgiving morning, and it's like, I would say, the most tastiest tradition.
That is a good tradition, right? Dad makes pancakes before the parade on Thanksgiving. Huh? That's one of my favorites as well. How about you, Caroline?
I like when we get to go to the store and we pick out a ornament for the tree.
Very true. That was a tradition that my mom started, right? Back when I was a kid, every year we pick out a new ornament for the tree and we write the year at the bottom. And then when I moved out of the house, I had a starter set of ornaments for my tree. And we're doing the same for you guys, right? How about you, Addie?
When we get to open a present from our brother and sister on Christmas Eve.
That was a new tradition, right? That we've started kind of recently, where on Christmas Eve, everybody's a little bit like, oh my gosh, we can't wait. So we started a tradition where they get to open the gift that they got each other for Christmas from the sibling group, right? On Christmas Eve. One of my favorite traditions, and it's something that we kind of do almost daily in our house, is at nighttime, if we're having some trouble sleeping or you know, we're a little bit down, we like to watch Bluey. Right?
Yeah.
I've got my Bluey sweatshirt on. A good old episode of Bluey always makes us feel happy in our house, and I hope that's a tradition that you might carry on with your kids one day, right?
Yeah.
Find something special as a family that you can watch together. So thank you, Dolphin families. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.